Hi there, Mr. Automation, with a short video on Foreach-object and for. So some looping techniques. Share my screen. I prepared the demo and let me clear the screen. On this first line, we just start with a counter. We're going to iterate through that counter, and we're going to provide stick that value inside of this array list. Okay. I know there's a modern version of this one. I'm not using that for now. This is fine. And then I'll show you some suboptimal looping techniques. That is basically the for each and the pipeline for each object. And you will see in a minute why that is slow, or that it is slow, basically. And it's quite interesting. Yesterday I created a video and I got a comment from someone, and he told me I could improve my script, and I think he was right there. So I improved that script there as well, and I was aware of it. I was just lazy. I was using a lazy technology basically to fill an array. So he gave me some tips and I went to his website, but what I saw, he was using basically these looping techniques here that I see here. And I want to create some awareness on this, right? Some awareness on the differences between the looping techniques. So you have the for each, you have the pipeline for each object, and you have like a for. So then you loop through a counter, you increment that counter, and then you do basically the same action, right? Fill that array item. Then you have the for each item in item looping mechanism. And I would always go for one of these and always skip these one. I never use them. Perhaps when I'm lazy, in a shell, but not in production scripts. I never use these technologies because I know they're slow. They slow down your script. I'll show that in a second. So when I run these 4 commands, we're only capturing the total amount of seconds it took to execute. So let's run this now and let's see what we get back. So the first one took around 0.4, 0.5 the second one, 0.20 and 0.9. And that's basically this last one is the fastest, right? This one. Then we get this one, this is the for I method. And then we have the for each object. This is always the slowest, by the way, the pipeline based is the slowest. And then this one comes, is also slow. So that's basically the order. And let's size up the scope. And run it again and see if we see sort of the same differences, right? Most of the time this for each object is around 4 times faster than this one, and often around 5 times faster than this one, and around 1.5 times faster than this one. That's what I always measure, around those values. So let's see if that's the case again. We're gonna run some more iterations here. So now we're looping through 500,000 integers basically and sticking them inside of an array. And this method, this for each method, took almost 4 seconds. This for each object pipeline based looping took almost 5 seconds even. This for I took almost 2 seconds. And this one not even took 1 second. So there you see sort of the differences in the loop. And you can size this up how much you want, of course, but the differences sort of stay the same, like 5 times, 4 times, and 1.5 to 2 times faster. So again, I would recommend using the integer-based looping, right, with the counter increment, or just do it for each item in item, and then basically you need to have some more memory available because everything is stored in memory. So it's a more heavy looping technique for your system, but it's faster. And that's the reason why it's faster, because it's using more memory. These 2 techniques here use less memory. That's why they're slower as well. So yeah, I just wanted to create some awareness on the differences in the for eaches. So thanks for watching. Bye.